hit it. Okay, I do apologize. Now, you're probably wondering, Jay, what's up with your shoes? What's up with your toe? No, I got you. Don't worry about that. One day I'll explain it to you. I took them off because my feet were sweating. It's a little hot in Florida. So let's open this up. I have no idea what is in this box, but together we're going to find out. You ready? Let's get it.
Jay, what blade is that?
Yucky. Check that out. Kickstarter. There's a link in the description down below. Bet you've never seen it out the front like that. And guess what? Ships anywhere. Anywhere. That works. Anywhere worldwide because it doesn't ship with a blade in it. It's a utility blade.
I feel like that is a headlight or something.
It's got something in it. Better catch it.
This is a headlight.
Yep. And that is a USPS bag. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, without even opening this up, you can see how scratched up and worn that looks. That looks terrible. The problem is that this was like this. Look at the top of the box. That's where that is. That's where that is. It actually went through the top of the box. So it's not on them. It is on the shipping. But you could have padded this a little bit better to stop that. Because if someone gets that brand new, oh, I would be irritated. I would want a refund. That's what I would want, 100%. And this looks like it has some shit all over it.
I held it down with all my might, I swear. Oh,
Oh.
that doesn't look good. Hold up.
Well, we have an issue. First off, we're missing the linkage for the rear suspension. And that's not in the box? Yes, no, it's not. There is an axle in the box. There is a fender in the box, but I can tell you what's not in there is the bolt to keep that suspension together. This company is not going to like this review. But considering who I am, look how dirty and dusty this is. It's dirty as hell. Like, this is disgusting. Now, you could use the argument and say, well, Jay, that might just be yours. I have missing suspension linkage. I can't use this. And there's nothing inside of the box. So, and I don't see why it would be inside of here. Jesus Christ, look at that box. Because guess what? Suspension should be together. Shouldn't be disassembled. And that's exactly what this is. This is not good.
Leaves on the tires.
There's what?
Leaves.
Leaves on the tires.
Rear tire. Come here.
That's it. The only thing that is inside of the box, let me show you something. The only thing that's inside of the box is this, which is for your front wheel, I would assume. Yep. And this, which is, we are missing the bolt system for that linkage.
Something's in there. I'm just little. Can you open the box? Why? Escaping.
Yeah. Found the linkage. It was in the box. So, yeah. Now this is not going to be fun. So, with this type of linkage, you see that's not a problem. What we need is we have to get this like that. There. Lift that up. Good. So now, how this came out and undone, I have no idea. Where your strength, it's got to be key. Ready?
Yeah.
Let it go. Good. Okay, I'm just saying the condition of this is, I'm not very happy with this. Take a look at that front tire. So take a look at that front tire. Not happy with the way that looks. Honestly, there's not really a whole lot that I'm happy with this. Now, granted, this was shipped out about a month and a half ago. So this has weathered the great seas and the great nations of all of Europe's. So, yeah, that rim is not even beaded. Or I should say that tire is not even beaded to that rim. So you got to be careful with that. But we will fix that by filling it up. Let's get it off. Even the zip ties are shit. This company's not going to like this review.
Ooh.
Oh my. So that's been like that for about 17 years. I have a car that's as old as this tire is. Yeah, that's it. No, it's beaded. It's that's gonna be fun filling up. Jeez. Great, this looks. I feel like if you said to me, Jay, can you give me an example of what coronavirus would look like? This is it. Is that hydraulic brakes? Yeah, that is hydraulic brakes on this. Jesus Christ, this looks fucking terrible. They really care about the handlebars. God, it's like dusty, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh God, I feel like I'm getting eczema. Jesus. Oh my goodness, look at all the dust. I'm so overwhelmed. Well, at least the seat looks good. Let's get this. God, help me, break. Grab this battery or something. Yo. Okay, I am trying really hard right now to be as nice as possible, but these companies ask me to unbox this on camera. Yeah, is how I feel when I'm looking at this. I hope that if this company sends them out to you guys, if you buy this, it does not look this way. This is a lot of levels of insecurity. When I tell you this is filthy, this is filthy.
There is no chance you're getting that battery in there.
Why?
Contact broken.
It looks like I got to do a whole lot now to make this work. So the way I see it is if I don't fix this, it's just basically going to sit in my garage. So what I'm forced to do now is take a look at this battery contact. That is absolutely terrible. So obviously you should not have to do this, but I will do it for the sake of the video. This goes to show that it should have been packed a little bit better. I might have to straighten those up a little bit, but once we get the battery in, we'll be good to go. I need a wet wipe. Like I need a baby wipe. This is dirty, bro. Like if I get the influenza, it's because of this bike. Good thing is I don't have shoes on. So that should help a little bit. That's a shame. How would you feel, Bree? You open up your package, your bike you saved up for, and then you find your bike looks like that. How would you feel?
Extremely.
Be honest. You open up your felt bike.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean that's a little bit different, right? That's a lot of money you're spending on that.
Same amount of money, right?
Yeah.
I would be furious.
What'd I do with my blade?
I'd send them emails asking for a refund. I'd want a refund because doing an exchange isn't fair to me, the customer, for having to wait all the time for it to ship, wait for this to get back to you, and then a new one come to me.
Totally agree. Totally agree. So, now, as much as I may be joking around about how dusty and dirty this is, I'm not really joking around. I mean, you guys could see, it is clearly dirty, right? It is very dusty, like this sat inside of a warehouse for entirely too long. And, you know, honestly, I don't know. This is probably defending the company a little bit, but what usually happens is what they'll do is they will save one for reviewers. Now, the problem I have is anybody that reviews this, would they be honest and tell you all the problems I have right now, or would they just ignore them? They would probably just ignore them. I'm not going to do that.
They probably would have closed it off in private and started the review.
Yep. Well, I'm not going to hose shit off because, well, that's not keeping it real for one. Two, you saw the contacts. What would you do if you got this like that? You would be upset, especially if your suspension linkage was disconnected and the bolt was not actually in the box flopping around. So, contacts on the bottom are good. This is a little chewed up on the top. I don't know what that is because that was packed well. And there's your window. And there is nothing on this battery at all. I don't see any specs, any stats, nothing.
This is totally safe.
So we are going to try to connect this battery now. Let's make sure that I line that up as good as possible. That is in. That is in. That can't go in anymore. No, yes it can. Nope, that's in. Okay, so that's straightened up. Let's make sure this key works. I mean, we made it this far. Let's take the front wheel thing off. Fender thing. That is just held on. Like that. Huh. Okay, we'll put this dusty thing over here for now. That fork looks bent. What is happening here? So, you know what? Hey, good for them. Good for them. The one thing they did protect. Let me explain what happened here. Your fork is bent. All right, let me explain what's going on here. Inside of the box on the bottom was this weird spacer. The issue we have with this spacer is when I lift this up, what's going to happen here is hopefully I don't lose that. Go ahead and come over here, Brian, support that real quick.
Where I am?
Yep. So what's happening here is the rim is not big enough. So what we have to do now, that should be it. Yes. So, yeah, this is, I have a lot of feelings about this right now. And the feelings that I have aren't good. Having a spacer that large on there tells me I need to get the proper size rim. So let's put the rest of this together.
So on this side, the brake is touching like it's close. But then on this side, there's a giant spacer next to the tire.
Yeah, it's close. It's clearing it. This is not going to be safe to ride. So let me explain. That spacer, take a look at that. That's hitting the fork.
On this side?
Over here. Yep. Let's take a look down there.
Oh, I see. Okay, guys. I'm getting you.
I can 100% confirm if you're going to buy this bike as it is, there's a reason why you don't see anybody doing reviews on this bike. It's not very good. The hub is too small. The tires are flat. All things that are fixable, wrong. They're not fixable. That front hub is entirely too small. So I'm going to assemble this, put it aside, and then sell it. And that's the end of this video. That's what's going to happen. And I'm going to tell people at their own risk, you can salvage things on this. But I cannot continue to do this review. I almost feel like I can't even do anything to sell it. There's fucking scratches all over it too. Let's see if there's even any battery life in this. No. This battery didn't even ship with 30% battery life. Okay, so. Yeah, this review is done. I don't even feel safe riding this. That spacing. So not only is the fork bent, the disc is also rubbing on it. And the spacing is just, it's not well done. It's not. You can even see here how curved in that goes and how curved this one goes. That's from being banged up, not being padded correctly. I don't even know what to do with this bike. I can't use it. It's not safe. It's not, there's nothing about this that's safe. So, yeah, if they ship out their shit like this, whatever, I'm done. So let me just say this. I hate doing this to companies because I'm not out here to destroy anybody. I'm out here to keep it real. This bike that I was sent out of the box, the linkage was messed up. The battery contact was messed up. It was super dirty. It was scratched up on the top. There's a lot of flaws with this out of the box that normally I'm not 100% sure as to what a normal reviewer would do. But me being as honest as I am, I hate when I get something like this. I have to tell you. You could say, well, don't do the video. That's not going to happen. I already opened it up and I've wasted my time getting this far. And I'd hate for you to waste your money on something like this to get it in this condition. This is not, this is not the worst condition I've ever got a bike. I've gotten them in worse conditions. But this, it's not just that it's in a bad condition, it's also unsafe. So if I didn't hear something back from a company that sent me the product as a reviewer, then you're probably not going to hear anything back if you pay for this. Do with that which you will. Stay blessed.